Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RC Taildraggin. Today we have part 3 of the Sig Alien TaylorCraft 72 build. We got a lot done since we were together last time, so I'm going to take a few minutes to show you what we got done, and then we will be continuing on. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute and thank all the new subscribers that have come into the channel this week. I really appreciate you being here, and several of you have already left some very nice comments, and that's always nice to hear. It gives you the will to keep moving on with some of these projects. They can be a bit long and get a little boring at times, but when I receive comments like that, it always makes it worth it. A couple of you have also mentioned that you are planning to build this kit because of the videos that I'm making, and I really appreciate you saying that as well. That's really awesome. For you that are going to be building the kit, this does have an electric conversion kit that you can purchase separately. It basically gives you a reworked firewall and a reworked bottom panel with a hatch for a battery. I just want to mention, though, that if you do plan on doing this as an electric conversion, and perhaps you're not planning to build the kit for a while, I would go ahead and purchase that little accessory kit for this if that's the way you want to go. A lot of times these planes will be in favor for a while and they'll be in production, but once they stop, everything stops. So you might then have a hard time finding that piece if you are in fact going to do that. So again, thank you for tuning in, and let's get going on this thing. I want to show you what I got going. Okay, the first thing we did, since we were together last, you remember I had put the formers all in, and I was getting ready to work on the push rods. The push rods are in. They're all fed in and epoxied in. I made a little support piece to go down there, and the outer sleeves are epoxied in there. And then I put a bit of epoxy on the push rods where they cross over to join them up as one. And of course, then they're glued where they come out. I want to make another support piece like there to go right here where the push rods come through. You can see that this is a very kind of a weak piece here. This grain is vertical, so there's no strength there at all. So I will put another doubler on there with holes for the push rods to come through after I determine exactly where the servos are. Now, this former here is also a servo tray, and they've got these cutouts here already for the way they want you to install your servos. Of course, this one over here is for glow engine servo. I won't be using that one. But what I think I'm probably going to do is I'm going to cut this centerpiece out here. Then I'll make a new tray to go on top. The reason being, I want the weight, I want everything as close in to this imaginary pivot line here for roll, the center, not the center of gravity, but we don't want a lot of weight outside of that. We don't want to put two servos over here or over here. I like to put my servos in totally up against each other, as close to the center line as we can get. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be fiddling with this today to get the servos in. Of course, then we got the top and the bottom rear fuselage halves glued in. I have this piece here. This is going to go right here. This is where the wing bolts will go down to secure the wing on. I didn't glue that in yet because I just wanted to have a little bit more access right here. So as soon as I get these servos laid out, we'll get that piece in. I got another piece of the wing mounting joinery going here. The only thing I noticed about that though was the way they have you install it. It leaves a bit of a gap in here. So I might get a piece, sand it up, wedge it in there, and then put some CA on there just to give that a little bit more support there. I'm not really sure why they did it like that, but we'll make a small change there. Here's the new firewall pieces for the electric conversion, gluing up. It's 2 pieces laminated together, and that will go on the front here. And then, as part of the electric conversion, they give you this new bottom piece to go on here, and this is where the actual hatch cuts out from. The battery will go in from the bottom. I don't care for that, but that's actually the easiest way to do it on this kit. So we've got a laser cut markings here where we will cut the hatch out, and then of course we'll make an assembly mechanism or securing mechanism for that. But yeah, that's where we're at. I think the next thing I'm going to do, excuse me, is get these servos fitted in here, and then get this piece made, get this piece mounted on top. So when I have a little bit more to show you, I will be right back. Okay, one more important thing I wanted to show you here. If you're doing the electric conversion, you'll have to download the PDF file for the instructions. And you'll see that the way it works is they tell you which step that you're replacing in the main construction manual. So for instance, step 14, step 15, 28, 29, 30, you're going to replace the original steps with these steps. So basically what I did was I studied that, and then I circled all the steps in the main construction manual that are going to require new steps. There's 28, 29, 30. So when I get to here, I'll flip to the back of the book and use the electric conversion steps. Very important. If you get to gluing along here and then you realize you weren't supposed to do that, then you'll have a mess. You'll have to undo it, or you'll have to make modifications. So pay attention to that when you're moving along. Okay, and we are back. Actually, it might have just seemed like a few seconds for you, but it's been 6 days for me since I recorded that last segment. Had to work, but anyway, we're back at it here. Got the servos installed. I sort of called an audible on this. Remember I said I was going to take this middle piece out and move these closer together, but I decided it's not worth the time or effort because this is less than an inch here. So that would mean that each servo would move over less than ½ an inch. So that wasn't really worth it. So I decided not to. Still can if I want to, but I probably won't. I glued in this plug here that came out for the throttle servo. We won't need that, so I wanted to put that weight back. I don't have it cut out here, so I don't want it cut out there. I got the support piece for the push rod exits there glued in. Got the mounting block for the wing bolts in. And then I got the forward former here, and then the doubled up former firewall installed. Looks good. I have one more piece that has to go in right up here, and it'll go in at an angle. There's the angle right there. And then flipping it over, we still have the bottom to put in there. And I have this piece here to glue on. This will mount all the stringers for the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and glue that piece in, but I'm not putting any of these stringers on yet, top or bottom. I'm going to leave this open to work in here. One of the very next things I'm going to be doing is working on the battery tray. Now, the original fuel tank, the petrol tank tray, is now a battery tray, according to the plans. We're supposed to glue these three pieces together here, this F24A and 24Bs together to make the battery tray. However, this is where they came out of. Here they are right here. One of these pieces didn't get laser cut. It was supposed to be right there. Not sure why the laser didn't get that, but it's probably not in their file. It's really not a big deal though, because I'm going to be making a whole new one. I'll make one to fit in here perfectly. And what I want to do is, after I build the wings, I'll do a mock-up and see about finding the CG. And after I do that, then I will build in the permanent battery tray. So I just wanted to leave this open for now. So yeah, that's where we're at. Trying to decide what I want to do here. I could probably go ahead and put this bottom piece in. Have to do some fiddling up here to get this to fit in right. Of course, the hatch will cut out there. And that would still give me enough room to work on the battery tray. But that's where we're at right now. I'm going to think about this a little bit more and then see what else I want to get done today. And I will be right back. Okay, so I think that we're going to be leaving it off for this week. I know it doesn't necessarily look like we got a lot done, but we did. I'm pretty sure that when I come back, I'm going to start working on the center section for the wing here, because that all has to be built separately to get it to mount on there correctly. So we'll build that, and then we build the outer wing panels and glue to it. I'm going to leave this as it is. I'm not going to put those stringers and the sheeting on the front yet because I want to mock this up as soon as I get the wings done and get a CG figured out, and then build in my battery tray in there. So I just want to be able to have access to that right now. And besides, if I put those stringers on there without the sheeting, I will break them many times over. So yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to go through this later to see if there's anything else I can do. I might start sanding and filling in some of these notches here. I might start doing some of that, but we'll see. Tail's on there just for looks right now. It's not glued in, of course. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really love to see you subscribe to the channel and follow along with us. This is a pretty fun build. Can't wait to get going on the next episode so we can get this thing moving. So until then, everybody, take care. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.